Eden is a Netflix original anime series that I've been looking forward to for quite a while now, but it kept being put back. We were meant to have this over 2 years ago, and then obviously we had the pandemic, so it wasn't going to come out that year. Now it's finally here. But is it any good? Let me know in the comments below if you're excited for this. Do give me a thumbs up, it really does help. But for now, let's jump into the review. Thousands of years in the future, a city known as Eden is inhabited solely by artificial intelligent robots whose former masters vanished long ago. On a routine assignment within the depths of the city, two maintenance robots accidentally awaken a human baby girl from stasis, questioning all they were taught to believe. Okay, so there's one negative about this, or maybe it's a positive. There are only 4 episodes, they're 25 minutes apiece. It comes and goes really quickly. This is a contained story, so I doubt very much we're going to get a second season or anything like that. It's the story of this young girl, Sara, who is awoken in this cryogenic pod. She wakes and she's crying, she's upset, and we have these two robots that end up being her surrogate parents. But generally, any other robots would report that the humans is alive because humans, according to the robots, are the downfall of Earth. So this is set 1,000 years into the future of where there hasn't been humans for 1,000 years, and so Sara seems to be the only human around. And so we see her grow up. I think that's like takes place in the first episode, really, first few years, like a montage episode. We see how she has to live with these robots being her parents and hide and find a place that's going to be okay for her. And there's in the select few other robots that don't think humans are evil, that humans might be be able to save the robots. And so we have two juxtapositioning thought processes when it comes to some good robots, well, some robots that want to protect humans, and a particular bad robot, or a robot that wants to protect the what robot kind has now created a basically a fantasia, a beautiful world, reimagining what Earth would be without humans in it, fixing all the mistakes that we made, basically. And so Zero, pretty damn cool looking robot, is like on the opposite end of that scale. There is also an arc here about what Sara is going to do as the future of the human race. She is like the only person alive, and there's the story of whether there could be more or what happened to them, and that's her arc. At the same time, she's learning to be what it means to be a young girl, to be a only human amongst robots and having robots as parents, and she's questioning things as she gets to her teen years. So we have all of those interesting themes going on in this futuristic world, so it has something to say about like what humans are doing now. And as we know, you're living on Earth now. We have wrecked the planet a lot and we're trying to fix it, but whether we're able to do that, who knows? So it's not a far reach to see that something like this could happen. So that's one theme. And then we have whether, if we actually get AI robots, would they actually allow us to continue to exist in, if they knew that we were the demise of Earth in the first place and they were the ones that fixed it. The animation style is fantastic. It looks beautiful. I'm coming round to 3D because 3D is expressing itself and generating itself to look so much more real and more painted. So we have backgrounds that seem to be 2D painted, and we have the 3D that's a mixture of textiles. The color palette and the shading makes it look 3D in some places but less 3D in other places. So they really are merging the worlds so that it's quicker for them to be able to do the animation style in 3D, but also very vibrant, also very unique. And so we're in that place now where it's actually pretty damn interesting, and it looks great. There's this voice thing that the robots, for the most part, well, a lot of them don't talk human because they speak robot. Only when Sara kind of awakes their ability do they speak to her in her language. But a lot of the time they don't decipher what they're saying. You just kind of guess with like bleeps and blurps, and it's a really nice touch. So there's an interesting story, quite brave storytelling mechanics throughout the 4 episodes. I'm amazed at how much how much ground they cover in 4 episodes. That just shows me in so many anime and TV series and movies how much padding there often is, because this covers a lot. At the same time, We know where it's going. There are no real surprises. There's a couple of moments where the story goes, and you never guessed this right, which you totally did. If you've been watching, you're paying attention, you would have picked things up and you were like, ah, that's the reveal I was expecting. That's not to say it's not good, it's just really interesting. Sara's voice, the girl is really high pitched for a girl. I guess a lot of girls' voices are high pitched, but she has that vibrancy, that anime humor that works well in this, and anime laughter, the life of a character that's always seems to be greater than. So you take a normal young girl and then you hyper realize her, and she is larger than life. Sliding down things, has a little bit of plot protection, and then there's also a nice fruition, big ending, as you'd expect. There's also a dark moment that I wasn't expecting dark, because it's a PG. So it's like everybody can watch this, but there's a moment I was like, wow, that's pretty sad and that's pretty dark. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, easy to get through. Let me know in the comments below, were you excited for this? Do you like the animation style? Who's your favorite character in this? Would you like to see more from this team? Gonna give it an A. Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.